Hi everybody and welcome to Bike Club. We are back after a little time away from you all, and we've missed you all so much. Or I have, at least. I can't speak for these guys. Anyway, hi. I haven't got any better intros, in case you're wondering. But at the top of everything, do we have any plugs we want to do?
Yes, please. Get Hexwise if you haven't gotten it already, or pre-order it. It's coming out Halloween.
Oh.
And Halloween is also where I'm doing my special little Vaults game in Edinburgh's Blair Street Vaults with Market Tours. This time it is fully Samhain based. It's gonna be so much fee fuckery.
Nice.
If anyone wants a little black cat, I have one. He's named Bruce. He needs a home.
He's the best.
He's so cute.
He won't bring you down.
No. I've already sung that song to him so many times.
You can see me on Tuesdays on Scradicus channel, where I'm on Wizards and Wardrobes, and on Mondays I DM Curion, where we're currently saving Lydia's below me. This one, who has gone and got herself trapped because she got trapped in the dangerous realm of high season.
That is fairly dangerous, to be honest. I was this close to murdering a tourist.
That is danger.
For them. Yeah.
You like to live on the edge.
Alright, and for me, I am everywhere these days, so besides catching me on here basically every weekday, you can catch me on Thursdays on Encounter Roleplay, which is twitch.tv/Encounter Roleplay, where I DM The Order, which is a series of interconnecting one-shots with you, the viewer. So go ahead to bit.ly/playdnd if you want to do that. And on Fridays, I'm on the Greyhawk channel in a campaign called Uprising in the Perrinlands, where I play Asher Belenar, the Elven Wizard. That's every Friday. So every Thursday, every Friday, I'm on other channels now. Also, I'm probably going to stream again on Friday after D&D finishes, which is at 9 PM our time, BST, because Assassin's Creed Odyssey comes out. And I'm hype about getting to run around as my Spartan wife, Cassandra.
Assassino.
I can't think of anything else.
My announcement is new internet coming soon.
Robot Jamie will no longer be robotic. We'll have
Fingers crossed.
Fully functioning Jamie. God
Yeah,
help us all.
I'm getting an update, guys. I'll be more lifelike than ever.
So just at the top here, Jamie is here. He's just having to hide because his internet connection is terrible. So we either have Pixel Jamie, which is not much use to us, or we just have Voice Jamie. So he is here.
Yeah.
Yay.
Wave to us, Jamie.
I have been the entire time.
Well, there you go.
So I think that's everything, right? Nothing last minute anybody wants to throw in?
Go see Susie's art she's doing on Twitter. It's very good. It's a very good nose.
It's a very good nose.
It's a very good
proud of
nose.
that nose. Damn. Go look at the very good nose I painted yesterday.
And the rest of the picture as well. It's a work in progress, but it's very good.
The nose is the best bit.
The nose.
The nose.
Those in the nose. Knows that the nose is the best bit.
Anyway.
The Queen's nose.
Moving on. So, what happened last time we played? Well, what didn't happen?
I don't know what's going on anymore. I forgot everything.
So, I believe what happened was you all killed Baba Lysaga in the swamp. And you rescued a baby from Baba Lysaga's hut. You found a raven, a were-raven, which was one of Strahd's spies.
Oh yeah, that piece of shit.
That bastard.
You murdered the spy.
Had it coming.
And then you all rested for the night, where Volga stood up, said his goodbyes, walked about 10 feet away, and then just dropped dead.
Had nothing to do with Kerchak throwing a stone at him.
Nope, absolutely not, but absolutely did.
Oh, your fault.
So you built a funeral pyre for Kerchak. Meanwhile, not for Kerchak, for Volgas. Ooh, slip of the
Getting
tongue.
ahead of ourselves here.
I cannot die. We should have established this already.
Freudian slip.
Just because my barbarian's immortal doesn't mean yours is, Jamie.
I mean, look at what we've gone through. Everyone else has died or run away.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to test that theory, Susie?
So, you built a funeral pyre for Volgas, and meanwhile, Rahal and Meryl. Oh god, it's been so long since we played, guys. I'm so sorry. I DM so many games now. I've lost my mind. Rahal and Meryl set to finding food for the new baby that you'd acquired. There was a scene involving Snake, Rahal, and goats being thrown. But you wrangled yourselves 2 goats who now accompany you. So that adds the follower count to like 90 by this point.
I'm starting a cult.
You definitely need goat. You need goats for a cult. It's like
baby cult.
You know, goats, Kool-Aid.
So Volgas was tossed on the fire, had a good funeral. You moved on.
No barbecue.
You moved on to retrieve the sun sword, which you knew was in this area somewhere. After some searching, you found the statue, which appeared to be of a beautiful kneeling woman who looked exactly like Irina. However, the base of the statue had been disturbed, and they'd been digging underneath it, and you got the feeling that that's where the sun sword was, and it had been taken by someone. As you were looking around the area, you began to be swarmed by hundreds and hundreds of zombies. But there was a break in the mist, and you saw a figure ride in with a gleaming sword on the back of a magical elk. Oh my god, sorry. After some fighting and some zombie slaying, you managed to escape, and you discovered that this figure was returned paladin Davalan. After some discussion, you made your way to the next stop, a place that Davalan had heard was the last bastion of the resistance against Strahd in Barovia. And where we ended the session is you had just arrived at a place called Argynvostholt and found yourselves in the foyer of this grand mansion / castle. It had been heavily fortified. There'd been a big spooky dragon shadow, and that's where we ended the session. So, Davalan, Rahal, Meryl, Kerchak, Baby, 2 goats, Piddlewick, what are you doing?
Was that it?
Wait, weren't we talking to a ghost?
No.
Oh.
You were possibly talking to a goat.
Wait, didn't Paladin Boy do like an evil scan of the house and there was
Yes.
undead about?
Yes.
Bibbidi-bidi, bibbidi-bidi.
But technically that shouldn't have worked, because if they're behind walls, then you can't see them. So you don't know there's undead here, but you do, so shut up.
Didn't I use like the one that bypasses that, I think?
Oh, maybe.
No, it wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Range.
It was Meryl.
Oh, it was Meryl! Meryl used a ranger thing.
Primeval awareness.
That's it.
I'm pointing down there because that's where Marissa's camera is for me, but she's over there.
All right, just look at where I'm pointing and I've figured it out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
So,
We're back.
I'm so happy.
you stood in a large foyer. So you be on Roll20, you should find yourselves, you should see the map.
A mip.
MIP. You are at Q1 on the bottom map.
Ooh. It's blurry.
Yeah, I know, it's the biggest image I can find. So, directly in front of you is a large staircase going up. There are 2 doors on either side, left and right. And just behind the staircase, there are another 2 set of doors on either side.
Before we move on, quick question. Did we rest at all in between?
In between what?
Last time in this. Basically, do I have my spell slots, or because what is on my sheet is not?
I think
think
you did?
we did
You,
because
you
we
rested.
didn't-
You rested after Barbalai Saga and after the Zambles.
Yeah, you rested. You good.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks.
you Gucci.
Yeah, because we just walked through a whole lot of spooky. Nothing actually spooky happened to us.
Yes.
Maximum spook.
Almost a spook.
Unlimited spook.
Alright, so I'll just read the main entrance again to you. So, flagstone steps flanked by stone railings climb to a landing in front of a pair of tall wooden doors with rusted iron bands and knockers shaped like small dragons. Carved into the lintel above the entrance is the word Argynvostholt. Oh, sorry, you're in Q3, not Q1. This room feels like a king's tomb. I'm not even addressing it. A grand staircase leads up to stone balconies held aloft by stone pillars and arches. A tall, faded tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor hangs from an iron rod above the staircase landing. 6 sets of double doors lead from this foyer. Along the walls, displayed on marble pedestals, are 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. A 4th bust and its pedestal have been knocked over, and their shattered remains lie strewn across the mosaic floor. 2 chandeliers of wrought iron hang from the ceiling like monstrous black spiders.
I want to investigate the broken bust.
I was afraid of spiders.
You want to investigate the broken bust?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sure you don't want to look at the knockers?
I do want to, but I'll restrain myself for now.
Meryl's had a fill of knockers lately. Let's not get too crazy.
Hold up. This is Meryl, last name unknown here. We're talking about.
So, Meryl, you go to investigate one of the broken bust, and you see that this is another bust of a handsome man.
This is just generic handsome men?
We're talking like Mads Mikkelsen.
Ooh.
He's a handsome man. Fuck you.
Can I but they're like not handsome men I know. They're just
No, they're no one you know.
Is there any?
Oh, go ahead.
Is there any hint as to a name, family name, on the painting or on the busts?
Actually, yes. You investigate the tapestry, which is with the one that depicts the nobleman in silver armor. You see that it's very tattered and just knackered with age, and it's practically worthless at this point. But you do see at the bottom, in a banner, in a very fine script, is written Lord Argynvost.
That helps.
It would explain the name of the house.
Can I do a history check to see if I know Argynvost?
Yeah, actually, go ahead, because you're from Barovia.
Maybe I should have found my dice before we started the game.
It's fine. We good.
7.
7. You think maybe at one point you might have heard the name, but you've heard many names over the years. They get muddled up.
I know many names.
It was no one you owed money to or anything like that, so you forgot that name pretty quickly.
Does it look like one of the brothers punched the other brother out, and that's why his bust is rusted?
No. In fact, all of these busts look similar, kind of. The eyes are very similar in each one.
So it's like a lineage style thing.
Maybe.
They look like they. family. Okay, do any of the doors look less appetizing than the others? I don't mean that from a food perspective.
There's nothing in here about appetizing doors. No, unfortunately, none of them are made of gingerbread.
Damn, I have no interest in this place.
I would like to swing from one of the chandeliers. I always wanted to do that. So how do I get up to the chandelier?
That's why you don't give me a microphone like that, because
that would have happened.
Oh yeah.
Or what, like in Shrek?
No.
Lydia's gonna sing the song for us.
Lydia's this close.
Do it!
Do it. Peer pressure.
No, don't do it. Try and bring it in. Bring it in.
I forgot Jamie existed for a second.
Don't worry, me too sometimes.
Suddenly out of the ether. Do it. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Right, do any of the dolls look, when I say less appetizing, you know what I mean? Do any of them look less interesting or look like they would lead to somewhere which is more broken or devolved or...
No, in fact, all the doors appear identical.
Okay, I'm going to go to the door on the right. My right.
Right, so Q4 on the map.
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
So you head towards this door and you push it open. As you do, from what light trickles through, you see rubble is strewn throughout much of this vast chamber, caused by the partial collapse of the rooms above it. On the pink marble floor, fallen chandeliers lie amid broken chairs and other furnishings. Thick webs stretch from wall to wall, and moving among them are too many giant spiders to count.
Close the door.
Nope. That door is closed.
So
There's
what's
nothing at all.
So why are we not going in?
Because there's nothing in there, and there's nothing beyond it.
Insight roll.
Insight check the paladin. See if he's scared of spooters.
Look, the giant spider.
21.
I mean, I'm not technically lying. There is nothing in there of note.
But why are you being so cagey about what's in there, huh?
Less than that, I guess.
Why is is Davilan being obviously cagey?
No, Stuart is, because he doesn't want to have spiders described to him.
You get the feeling that Davilan might have a touch of arachnophobia.
No, Davilan is heroic and strong. Stuart is a...
I'm heroic and
Weakling.
strong, but I'm scared of spiders.
I'm not heroic and strong, but I'm not.
See? Takes all kinds.
So
When I was a little elf, I was afraid of spiders.
I'm going.
Oh, it's a bunch of
Instead asking
spiders in there.
Davilan, I'm just going over and open the door.
Okay.
A bunch of spiders.
You just open the door, and you can see that this room is covered in webs and spiders, and these are big spiders.
I can turn into one of those. It's fine.
A giant spider is 7 to 8 feet tall, like 7 to 8 feet long.
I can turn into one of those.
Yeah.
So I'm looking around. Does the webs seem to be covering anything of interest?
No, basically
the
this
collapsed
web
floor.
is so thick that it's like you can't see anything but web in here. And rubble.
I close the door again quietly so they don't
Mhm.
get alarmed. So, probably not worth the wild shape.
You're just gonna
Yeah.
try and be amongst your spidery people.
I mean, it would be worth scaring Davilan to all hell, but
No, you wouldn't be scaring Davilan. As I said, Davilan is not... Stuart is the one who's getting uncomfortable with
the
this.
way you played it is you were playing Davilan. Now don't backpedal.
No, I'm not backpedaling that. I'm being serious here. I have really bad arachnophobia in these instances.
I know. it's fine, but the way you played it is you've put it on.
That wasn't me playing Davalan there. That was me playing me in the instance, not wanting to have to describe that.
All right, moving on. Next door, pick one.
Opposite one then, left instead of right.
Okay, so that will bring us to. Ooh. So you open this door, and this one leads into a single room rather than a large room like you had seen previously. And you see that this wood-paneled den has been ransacked, its furnishings tossed about. A cold, dark hearth dominates the west wall between two narrow windows. Standing upright against the north wall is a sarcophagus made of black wood with a queen's effigy carved into its lid.
Queen? Oh, sorry, I'm not seeing that. Never mind.
Yeah, what's a queen's effigy?
It's just the image of a queen, so somebody in
Oh.
regal dress.
Right. There's something in here of note. Sarcophagus of sorts. Aren't vampires supposed to use them to sleep in?
I walk in on
Okay.
the other side of the door because I think no, it's just that one door.
the double doors.
Nope, this is a single door.
Oh, it's a single door. All right.
Maybe the other one leads to Q11, but yeah.
Okay, so you head into this room, and you can see that as you're in here, you can see that like there's smashed chairs and rotting furniture, smashed oil lamps all over. This place has been absolutely destroyed. Someone has turned this over. Are you heading towards the sarcophagus?
Carefully, yeah.
All right. So you head towards the sarcophagus with some measure of trepidation. Nothing happens as you approach.
Can I prepare a produce flame anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have the sunset out, but not. No, let's light it.
Okay.
I also want to use it to light the effigy.
Okay. The effigy is carved into the lid, so you'll be setting the sarcophagus on fire.
Well, no,
I think Lydia means like light it up, not like
light
set
it up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
just so I can see the details. See a name or.
Yeah, does it look like anyone that we know?
There's no name, and you don't recognize the face on it. Just by their manner of dress and the fact that they're wearing like a diadem, it's a queen.
What's Meryl doing?
Climbing up to the ceiling.
Just gonna try and swing off a chandelier.
I guess that leaves me to babysit all the other creatures in the middle.
Is Kerchak holding the baby? Please tell me Kerchak has the baby.
Kerchak is definitely holding the baby.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so who's popping open the sarcophagus then?
I mean, we didn't even say we were gonna do that. We
I
were
mean,
told we were
come
gonna
on.
do that, but
Someone's gonna do it.
I'm going to look at Davalan like, are we doing this? I really want to do this.
All right. But if it's evil, well, not even evil. If it tries to kill us, we kill it. Yes.
I would say so. If anything that tries to kill us, we should probably.
Anything that comes out of a sarcophagus that tries to kill us is probably not something that we can.
I mean, you're the expert on good and evil normally, but yeah, sure.
I'm taking some classes in that. Some life classes, you know.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Cool. And yeah.
I guess with my free hand, I will. Wait, which one's versus stronger? Probably not me.
Are we doing?
I have 0 strength.
0. Yeah. I will push it open then.
Okay.
There's no difference. It's a wooden sarcophagus.
So, Davlan, as you put a hand on the sarcophagus, it is ice cold to the touch. You push the lid away. There's a moment where you hesitate, getting ready for anything was going to pop out of there and bite your face off. As you take a deep breath and just push, you see that this has been converted into a drinks cabinet.
Oh, it's a mini fridge.
I wish I was down there for that.
The produced flame just poofs away. Wasn't expecting that.
Don't take anything out. It'll automatically charges. I've seen these. They're magically enchanted.
I've never seen these. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm grabbing booze.
There's like a decanter with a sort of amber-looking liquid in it.
Smell it.
It smells like whiskey.
That's really got Stuart.
Wait. I need to get rid of Kochak's picture so we can see the very good names that Jamie is giving himself.
I didn't realise that my names were being obscured.
I'm sorry, there you go. They are
Shoot.
unobscured now.
I was immortal earlier, just
No,
so that
so
everyone's aware.
Okay. So, is there anything else you'd like to do in this room?
Is there anything peculiar about the interior of this drinks cupboard?
Nope. It
No,
is
no.
literally just a converted sarcophagus. You get the feeling that's a bit disrespectful.
Is there a closed bottle that I can take? Or does
There
the
is.
decanter have a thing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking a bottle of whiskey if I can.
So is there nothing else in this room which appears particularly conspicuous or even inconspicuously conspicuous?
Um.
Have a look around the fireplace.
Investigation checks, please. If you're looking around.
I am looking.
I want to help.
So I'll get
Oh.
advantage because she's helping.
Thank you. That's better. That is investigation at a 21.
Ooh, okay. So you sort of scour around the area. You know, you're kind of on high alert after that drinks cabinet fiasco. And you see just to the left of the fireplace, there's a section of the paneling that it appears like there's a gap. There's too much of a gap. The paneling either hasn't been knocked in properly, or there's something through there.
I just put my fingers in and like pry it open.
And you revealed a secret door that swings open. However, as you do so, the flames in the fireplace erupt into the shape of a dragon. It hisses, crackles, and unfurls big smoky wings in the fireplace.
What shape is its horns?
Give me a sec. It has two that point backwards, and it has like a fin.
Oh. Okay. Wait, would Davilan know what that
No.
is? Because Stuart does.
Does
Although
it
you
look
would
like the one outside?
Yes, it does. It looks like the
It-
statue outside.
It does. I am from Waterdeep originally.
Oh, so yes, you would, yeah.
Yeah. Because one of the noble families there has the silver dragon as their symbol. It's a silver dragon. It's the fin that gives it away.
Okay, so, are you gonna do anything?
I just go with, even if that is not simply a trap or something to spook us, silver dragons are usually on our side. Usually. Although from what I hear happened with you at the Abbey, usually doesn't really matter here. And then I will look inside this secret door.
Okay. As Davilan says that to you, Rahal, and then he goes off to investigate the hall, you hear a voice whisper into your mind. My knights have fallen into darkness. Save them if you can. Show them the light they have lost. And then the fire burns out.
Can I ascertain that it was from the fire, or would I go?
I mean, you were looking at the fire when it happened.
I didn't even have any of the whiskey yet. Javelin.
Yes.
Was it a female voice?
No, it's a male voice.
Male voice. Some dude wants us to save his knights. They've fallen into darkness. I think it was the fire guy. The fire dragon guy. Was the fire guy fire dragon? Yeah.
Silver dragons are known, at least as far as I'm aware, to take the shape of humans. Perhaps this Argynvostholt was the dragon.
It sounds like a very dragony name.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Perkins.
I can't Perkins that one. I'd name a dragon Argynvost.
That's kind of proving the point, but yeah.
What was the name of the wolf hunter again? Solsdad.
Solzdarovich.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what's in the beyond of this?
Okay, so you open up the secret door.
And how's Meryl's?
Oh yes, let's cut back to the foyer. Meryl, you've clambered up onto the staircase.
Okay.
And the chandelier is about 6 feet out and 2 feet up from where you are on the chandelier.
But there's like a rope attached to it, right?
There are chains, yes.
Okay. How close is the chandelier to the ceiling? Like, am I gonna get a good swing on it when I swing on it?
Oh yeah, you'll get a good swing, yeah.
A good
Okay.
swing.
Good swing.
Yeah, I wanna climb along that rope.
Okay. So just roll me a athletics check. Oh god. Kerchak, put the baby down and be ready to catch. This is a marble floor.
By the way,
That's
I think
fine.
my dice is still cursed. I got an 11.
Bounces.
An 11. Okay. I mean, it's a stationary rope, so it's not going to be too difficult. But there are a few hairy moments where you slip, but you manage to regain your grip, and you are now clutching onto this cold iron chandelier.
While I'm up here.
Oh no.
Also, I realized I did this in a very stupid way because I could have lowered it and then climbed on it and then raised it. But you know what? I just gotta be me. So, are there still like candles and shit in here?
They've basically melted down to little nubs.
Oh,
Nubbins.
well that won't be as impressive, but I'll light the ones that I can.
Okay, so you light the little candles that remain.
And what can I see as far as like let me look at the map. Are there any like fun things to jump over, to swing onto?
Unfortunately not. The foyer is pretty sparse beyond the big tapestry and the statues that have been destroyed.
How many chandeliers are there, though?
I think it was 2, right?
So
Yeah,
you
2.
could swing from chandelier to chandelier like Tarzan or George of the Jungle.
This is how Meryl dies.
Yeah.
What a way to go, though.
While all this is happening, I'm moving the guts, finding somewhere nice for the baby, standing to the side.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, you stop that.
Okay. Are there all the walls are intact? No walls are crumbly?
Yep, all the walls are intact.
Okay. The question is, do I feel like disrespecting that portrait?
Do it. Errol Flynn this shit. Get that dagger. Slide down that sail. I mean tapestry.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna do it. I'm not gonna use my curse dice because I really don't want to die. Okay, what do you want me to roll?
So let's do acrobatics for the swing, and like I imagine Meryl will attempt to flip as she flips off.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go from one chandelier to the next, then slide down the tapestry.
Okay, we'll do 2 acrobatics checks.
Do a
Okay.
flip.
And I'll try to do a flip. Okay, ready?
Oh boy.
Let's go. We have a 18
Ooh.
and 20.
Oh shit! Okay, so Kerchak, beyond your wildest dreams, you stand there with your arms out, ready to catch Meryl, looking up in horror as she screams, "I'm gonna do it!" And she launches herself from one chandelier to the other, and she manages like a little turnover flip as she does. And it's actually really impressive. She got some great momentum on that first swing. And she, like a trapeze artist, flips onto the next chandelier, swings across, uses that momentum, pushes herself off beautifully, lands on the tapestry, and she holds there for a minute before she sinks her dagger into the top and slides down, slicing her way as she goes, tearing this tapestry in half.
Peter Pan in it.
I think you found your calling.
Did it make the baby laugh?
Hang on. Let me
Roll
to
for
see
baby laughter.
See if the baby's impressed. I got an 18. The baby's impressed.
Oh, it makes it all worthwhile.
Cirque de Barovia.
You hear like a little giggle and tiny little hands clapping.
Yay!
Wait, is that the baby or is that Piddlewick?
Both.
Oh, I know Piddlewick is impressed.
Piddlewick is ecstatic and he's doing cartwheels all around the floor.
Yeah, he's
He's
a
so
good boy.
proud of his mum.
Is there anything behind the tapestry?
Unfortunately not, no, just a wall, stone wall.
It's wanton youthful vandalism.
Wontons? There's wontons here?
There's wontons everywhere.
Right.
I bet the others are pretty sad they missed that.
And probably wouldn't believe us if we told them.
That's true.
Okay.
But
But Piddlewick's off. Piddlewick will remember this.
Piddlewick will remember this.
The
But
baby and the Piddlewick. They'll
I'm
remember.
gonna have to be really terrible and take us to a quick break right now.
Uh.
I'm really sorry, but I have to do it, Susie. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Quick break. Actually, do you know what? Entertain chat. I'll be really quick.
All right.
Good.
Okay. Yeah.
Guys, look what I can do.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know, right?
You're
Do you want to see
so
me do it
good at
again?
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, again.
I can do it slower as well. Watch.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
amazing. Yeah.
so impressive.
So, hi chat. How are we all doing today? Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, real good. That's, yeah.
They're not like, oh, there's a delay on the chat, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
there
a
is.
2-second delay.
It's like 10 seconds or something like that.
Oh, so you have to ask really slow questions.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad. See, they said I'm great. I'm going to
Yeah.
take that in roles as everyone being great. Just peachy. Well,
I mean, that period after the peachy sort of indicates not.
No,
trained in.
periods aren't sarcastic.
See, that's Owen though, and I've met Owen, and
Oh,
And, Stu? And?
he's very sarcastic.
that's true.
That's one way of putting it.
Should we tell the chat about our
Yeah.
delicious dinner we
Want
all
some
had
baked
together?
beans? I'm good for baked beans, but thank you. I'm sure you'll find someone to give them to. It's not giving them away that's going to be the problem. It's getting them out.
Oh, what does that mean?
It's going to be like Mission. We'll explain later. It's going to be like Mission Impossible. Just look at Susie's Twitter, actually. Yeah, Mission Impossible. No, the Italian Job. Get some Mini Coopers, a bus,
And a cliff.
and a no, skip the cliff bit because it's implied that they fall off the cliff at the end.
No, the whole point is it's a cliffhanger.
I know that
They might have survived.
they
Are
definitely
we
Thinking.
look.
are we-
Car safety standards were not as good back then, Jamie.
Are we currently deciding to put a car full of beans and drive it off the cliff?
Yes.
No, we're robbing a bank full of beans in Italy and then driving a bus off.
We
a cliff.
don't need to rob a bank full of beans. We have a lot of beans right there. Yes. Yes. we're
illegal
helping.
beans. Yeah, we've decided we're going to make the Italian job, but instead of a bank in Italy, it's beans. Yeah. But the thing is, where's the nearest cliff to us? Scarborough. Let's drive a bus off Scarborough Cliff.
But if we're really quick about it, we could have been and gone before anyone notices.
Ah, it's a tinned preservation society. We
Where's
behaved.
vampires when you need them. I'm not gonna check. I'm not. Nobody died. Nobody's screaming.
Hi.
Fine.
It sounds precious.
Everything's fine. And I want to follow Javelin into the secret thingy.
Apparently you're muted, by the way.
Thank you. You head into an area and you see that there are 5 barrels lying wooden braces along the walls of this dark and mouldy storeroom. And you can hear laboured breathing in here.
Like, how big is this? Because it's lit up because I've got my sun sword out. How big is it?
It's not a very big room. It's 20 feet by like 35, 40 feet. It's not very big. Most of it's barrels.
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 All right. Do any of the barrels look? Is there any branding on them or anything?
Actually, yes, indeed. You see that the burned into each of the barrels is the Wizard of the Wines.
Oh, that's the place in Valaki.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Martikov's place.
It is.
Not the weird one with the definitely hags in Barovia. The blood on the
It's
wine.
the Martikov's one.
Right, okay. Can I find the source of that breeding? Breeding. Yes, the source of that breeding.
Let's not find the source of the
The
breeding.
source of the breathing.
Yeah, Meryl's not here.
Gross.
Ooh.
So you poke around and you see that hiding behind some of the barrels on the left is a wounded elven man. And you see that he appears to be of the same race as Casimir.
I never
Just
met
elf.
Casimir.
No, you didn't. Rahal, you would recognize him.
And I'll hold the sword up, but not in a threatening way, just I have a sword way. And just say, what are you doing here? Are you alright?
You see him like on the floor and
Yeah.
clutching at his stomach, and he's covered in blood.
Mm.
You alright there?
Who are you?
My name is Davalan. This is Rahal. Do you need help?
Yeah. I'm wounded badly.
I reach down and I will go to touch the wound,
Mm-hmm.
but just before I do, I'll be like, who do you work for?
I live in Vistanica. I was out searching for Arabelle,
Is that the girl's name?
the girl that you rescued, yeah.
And how long ago did we rescue her? Like, was he searching for her when we were looking for her? Is she gone again?
It was like a week and a half
It
or
was
something
about
like
a
that.
week or so ago since you last caught when you rescued Arabelle.
Arabelle, is she? When did you leave?
It must have been a week and a half ago.
We found her. She's fine.
Oh, thank the gods.
Now, we'll lay on hands.
Mhm.
How many points of healing does he look hurt?
He looks like he has 4 left of not so many.
I'll give him 5. That's
Okay.
more than double. I'm a generous god.
Okay, so you put out your hand and the healing energy flows through you into him, and he looks considerably brighter. He's still covered in blood because, you know, magic doesn't make the blood disappear. But he sits up a bit straighter and says, "Oh, thank you so much."
I was going to say I pull him up, but he pulled himself up.
What attacked you?
Was these weird tree things.
I wasn't there for that either.
I was. About a tall, creepy, little, tiny puppety.
Yeah. Packed quite a punch, actually.
Huh. Where?
In the woods around Valaki. Around here. My name is Savid.
Well, you're one of Casimir's elves.
Yes, I am. Yes.
You've met these elves before?
We have, yeah.
I assume they're friendly. Most.
They asked us to do a thing, and we didn't do the thing. What was the thing they asked again? It's been so long. I'm sorry.
Casimir was the one that told you about the Amber Temple. He told you about that's where Strahd made his bargain.
And he wanted to go with us to defeat Strahd.
Yes.
Cool. Yes.
Because he's haunted by the ghost of his sister.
Yeah. And as far as Barovian terms go, yes, he's one of the good guys.
All right. Well, I trust your judgment there.
Since when? Never mind, we can discuss that later. You can come join us in the hall.
Why are you?
Yes.
Why are you here?
I was told that there was help to be found here in defeating Strahd.
Not anymore.
What is this place?
This place. This was the last bastion of any resistance to Strahd. Before he became what he was.
And what of it now?
Now? The tomb. Haunted by ghosts. Bodies that refuse to die.
Bodies of who exactly? The knights?
The knights.
The knights that have fallen to darkness.
Well, it's not exactly what I was hoping to find here. This Amber Temple you talk of was a better place to go. But I still think we have a duty here, if we can.
I think
Perhaps
there's darkness in both places.
there's darkness wherever you go here, from my experience.
You're wanting to go to the Amber Temple.
Casimir asked us to.
Why?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
Yeah, lack of options at this point.
Argynvostholt built his keep here to protect the Amber Temple. He knew what was in it. He built it here to stop Strahd from getting in it.
And that worked out beautifully.
Well, the best intentions and all that.
Hmm.
What's in the Amber Temple?
The source of his power.
Is it something killable?
No. No one comes out of there intact.
Intact how? Bodily or mentally?
Bodily, mentally, spiritually.
Strahd made a
emotionally.
bargain to get his powers. He made it there. The
I
powers don't seem to be on his side anymore. And are probably looking to make a new bargain.
Seems like quite a price.
Powers don't have a side. They have what amuses them.
We're
In the
aware.
absence of light in the realm, darkness does not have a side to fight against. An old poem about the outer planes. Nothing. I remember it from a child. Right. So Strahd is not just a mere vampire.
No. Even before he was what he is now, he was a fearsome warrior and a spellcaster. Argynvostholt held out here for decades, until Strahd and his reinforcements swept in and destroyed them to the last man. He slew the dragon, took his body back to the castle, left this place as a reminder.
What you're saying is that Strahd has an undead dragon.
He has dragon bones.
Friendly wager, wrong character. Friendly wager.
Mr. Mari.
What? Who else is going to touch things like that shouldn't be touched?
I kind of had to. Anyway.
In that
very
instance, you're
different.
right. Friendly wager, Rahal, that we have to fight an undead dragon. Make the gold.
I'm kind of with you. I think. I mean, I would. Why else would he take a bloody dragon with him?
I don't know, a macabre sense of victory?
Hmm.
You kill the dragon, you'd take bits of it with you to show your friends, wouldn't you?
I've never killed a dragon yet.
Me neither. Perhaps we might get to re-kill one, I suppose.
Shall we still go look through the house? I mean, what?
If these
Is
people
it-
fought against Strahd, they might have something that can at least aid us in fighting Strahd. Perhaps their strength was not enough. Ours may be.
Yes, Knights of the Dragon couldn't do it, but a bunch of 4 ragtag adventurers can.
You know, I'm sure you've had stories of heroes in your community. Even if the hero is simply a wolf.
Starting to wonder if these heroes were really just idiots that got lucky.
I found that anyone successful is simply an idiot who got lucky.
We cut back to Meryl. No, but seriously, what are you guys up to right now?
I'm definitely like playing with Piddlewick. But we do need to find a spot for the baby.
Yeah, that's what I've kind of been doing while you were swinging around.
Do you not have
So
like a papoose?
You know what? Funnily enough, most of my like storage compartments are filled with weapons, less so for like caring for children.
Just shove it in there
Oh
with,
my god. Kerchak is the pacifier. It's a very good Vin Diesel movie. You should all watch it.
Yep.
How did you set up the baby?
I don't know. Is there anything around like the remains of like furniture that I'd be able to, bundle them up in like a cloth and then like sort of try and have them a bit more comfortable?
Well, I mean, there is now 2 very big halves of a tapestry. There's the room that was like a lounge that was all trashed. I suppose you could make a ramshackle like crib or just a bundle in there.
Oh, tie it by its feet to your belt like a Witcher trophy.
No.
No.
It's just swinging on like really janky cloth physics.
It's a baby.
Yeah,
So, yeah, no, I don't do that with the child.
Look, children are an infinite resource.
What are you doing with the baby, Jamie?
Trying to make something comfortable for the child to remain for a little while.
Okay. You make you can set it up in like a corner. You manage to make like a very rough looking crib sort of corner area. There's some ruined cushion that you shove on the bottom, and there's like you make some blankets out of bits of furnishings.
The child also has guard goats.
Guard goats.
I've met.
Okay. The goats stand there bemused.
I think. Let me see if I have any traps magic. Oh wait.
Do you have like an actual trap, like a bear trap?
I do.
I have
The baby in the middle of the bear trap. It's like a mouse trap, but for baby.
God. You want to do that? That's crazy, but
Instead of cheese, it's a baby.
I can do my little I think it's cordon of arrows. Where it lets me set up a thing that'll shoot arrows if anything comes in the area. Okay, puppy. Yeah, so I put down 4 pieces of arrows in the ground, and then lay magic upon them to protect the area until the spell ends. Whenever a creature other than you comes in with 30 feet of the ammunition for the first time in the turn or ends turn there, 1 piece of ammunition flies upon it to strike it.
All
and
right.
they have to succeed a dexterity throw. Maybe should we tell the others that we set up that trap?
I mean, preferably, so that
I would.
Yeah. We've only just got the paladin back, I don't want to scare him away.
Hey, look, I'm hardy.
Okay, let's go find them and tell them the baby is safe, and then we can keep exploring.
All right, it's not too hard to find them. They are literally just in the next room to you guys through a secret door.
You can designate targets that the spell ignores.
But
Okay.
would Meryl know that? Would Meryl action that?
I mean, if Meryl knows how to cast the spell. Then again, it is Meryl we're talking about here.
Yeah, I'm a lucky idiot.
We love Meryl.
That means you're a hero.
Meryl is a hero. She's my hero.
Thanks, everybody, but this is uncomfortable, so let's kill some stuff.
Okay.
This is uncomfortable.
So,
All the things in this game. Compliments.
Kerchak and Meryl, you walk through into this secret door to find Rahal and Davalan with a dusk elf.
I'd probably get an axe out, not threateningly, just so that it's in my hand. So who's this then?
He's fine. He's one of Casimir's.
Yeah, but the last one we found was a spy. So
Well, that wasn't one of Casimir's.
I swear to you, I'm not a spy. I'm not a spy. I was looking for Arabelle.
This is one of those elves that can't make babies, right?
He
Yeah,
just
and
looks
I'm sure
really
he
sad.
appreciates you reminding him of that randomly on your first encounter, Meryl.
Hi, nice to meet you. You can't make children.
All the
hey, there's one
females of your
outside.
race have been
Are you in
murdered.
the market?
Yeah, we do have a baby if you want one.
Just give babies away. Do you actually say that?
Yeah.
Okay. He looks perplexed and he says, "What?
I mean, yes, that is a very good
A
sentence.
baby.
You have a baby?"
Where did you leave the baby?
Oh, it's protected with arrows.
And goats.
Sure.
Well, I didn't want spiders to eat it.
No, that's very responsible of you.
Is it one
To
of
leave
yours?
it alone in the house with arrows?
Yeah.
Not my problem. And I'm turning. Is there another door in this, right?
Yes, there is. Yeah, that leads you back out into the foyer.
Hmm. No, I mean,
Oh,
in
yes,
Q,
it does,
Q6
yes, sorry,
to Q7, basically.
Q6 to Q7. Okay, so that opens up into another sort of parlor, and you see there's tattered velvet drapes covering tall, slender windows that encircle this parlor. It's a curved shape. It's on the corner. The furnishings are covered with dust and cobwebs and lie in disarray. A damaged brass chandelier hangs from the ceiling, which is covered with a faded mural that depicts metallic dragons and colourful birds flying beneath white clouds.
Oh.
Just gonna say this outright. Time and neglect have damaged the furnishings, leaving nothing of value, according to the book.
Wow, Murder
Must
hobo.
investigate thoroughly.
The murder hobo clause.
Everything has value, just depending on how you look at it.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
One man's thrown away baby is another Meryl adoption.
I suppose it depends on how hard they threw away the baby.
Yes, my
I'm
dear.
gonna go explore further.
Are we going to Q8?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I've never been to Q8.
there is another door in this parlor. And you see that there's an iron gate in this small section. It's it appears to be a hallway, about 10 feet wide by a lot of feet the other way. And there's like stairs that go down and stairs that go up on the other side. And you see that this is a gate, an iron gate, and it's chained shut. And it closes off a 10-foot tall archway on the north wall of the mansion. There is a key on this chain, but it does appear that the lock is like rusted and aged with time.
I think I'm generally just gonna throw detect magic up.
Okay, yeah. That doesn't penetrate walls, right?
It's like a foot of timber and like 6 inches of stone and all that.
Okay, so I would pretty much just do you for this hallway.
No. Choose.
Within
it's-
30 feet of me. Can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Gotcha.
Yes. And that's why many wizards wear lead hats.
Okay,
true?
so you
in
cast
old
detect
editions.
magic. Are you doing it as a ritual or just spell slot?
I'm just spell slotting it.
Okay, so you spend a moment, cast your spell, and you don't detect any magic in this area.
Okay, I will move on. I just want to go through the house.
Okay, so we're going through to the next side.
Is the key in the lock, or is it a
No.
key like with a lock?
There is no key to be seen in this area.
Oh, there's a lock but no key.
Lock with no key.
Right, gotcha. Not a key and a lock.
How heavy does the lock look?
It looks pretty chunky, but as I said, it looks aged with time.
It's rusted.
Mm.
How rusted?
Not so rusted that you could sneeze on it and it would break, but perhaps someone who was strong of arm and thickened head would be able to smash it.
I'm at least half of what you just said. Possibly all of it.
Alright.
Makes even more sense when you call yourself Vin Diesel.
True. I would like to attempt to smash the lock, please.
Alright. Roll me a strength check, please.
That's going to be 16.
16. Oh my god, you just passed the DC by 1.
Nice.
You bring down what you're using to break this.
Probably just one of my hand axes,
Okay.
but like try and use the flatter
Yeah, I
butt
got you.
end, not the actual blade end.
I got you. You bring down the blunt end of the axe onto the lock and it smashes open.
Does anything drop or move?
Nope. But you
So-
can now move the chain to open the gate.
Right.
Chain is
Oh,
locked in
nice.
place.
right. Is it like wrapped around the gate? Oh, right. I had like Bloodborne style chains everywhere imagery, and if you
No,
shadow
no,
lock,
no,
oh, like
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I'd like to start unraveling the chain then, please.
Okay, so you pull on the chain and it lifts. It's like a portcullis. The chain lifts. You pull on the chain and it lifts the gate up. And you are now outside. You can see outside.
Another way out.
What do we
Yep.
see outside?
You
undead?
see about 20 feet of just earth and then mist.
Oh.
I'm moving on to Q9.
All right, so you move on to the next side, and it's basically, if we're looking at this in room geography, it's a mirror image of the circular parlor you were in. But you can see that there are tattered brown drapes covering windows of this circular room, and there's a heavy curtain that hangs across an archway to the south. Strewn about the floor is the wreckage of half a dozen beds and other pieces of furniture.
What's behind the curtain?
You push open the curtain to reveal a kitchen. And you see that this kitchen has long ago been plundered, its tables overturned. The floor is littered with rusted utensils and smashed crockery. Narrow windows flanking a hearth look out over a cemetery. An open iron pot hangs from a hook inside the blackened fireplace. It rattles on its hook and bobs up and down as though something's inside it.
Guys,
What is it?
there's a kitchen. Also cemetery at the back, which I'm going to have a look at in a second, but look at that pot. Is that pot supposed to do the thing? It's not. Is it over fire? Is it like
No.
cooking, or is it
No.
just something?
Is it upside down?
Nope.
Is it got a lid on it then, I assume?
Yes.
I really want to open it, and I'm gonna look real quick to see if anyone insists that I don't.
You can do it. I'm producing flame again to shoot whatever comes out if it's hostile.
I have a glowing sword.
Okay.
I'm gonna open the pot.
So, Meryl, you stride up confidently, you grab the top of the lid and you pull it open, and a bat flies out and flutters against your face, and you can hear its panic, it's screeching as it's flapping around the room.
Oh, poor baby.
How the fuck did
I'm
that
gonna
get
open
in
the
there?
window for it.
Okay. The windows can't be opened, they're like solid glass.
Is there like any dark spots the bat might like to go?
I mean, this whole place is pretty dark.
Wait, is it actually a bat? I'm gonna divine sense that thing.
Divine sense, if you will.
I will divine sense it.
Okay. You take a moment. The feeling has never quite gone away, even though you've been in Barovia for some time. This sucks, but it is just a bat.
Okay, it's just a bat.
It's just a bat.
I'm gonna have a
Can
look
I
at.
tell what kind of bat it is?
Let's
vampire
just
bat.
say it's a vampire bat.
It is a vampire bat?
Yep. But it isn't a vampire bat.
Wait,
I look
it
out
is
the
or it's
window
not?
to see if there's any because
Baseball
we did
bat.
have undead people pinged through the ranger before we got into the house. If there's anything shambling about the cemetery at the back.
Okay.
Is there a door to the cemetery, or is it just like through a window?
You can only see the cemetery through a window right now.
Okay.
But you get the feeling there probably is access to this cemetery, if it exists here.
I would break a window to let the bat out, but I don't want to be too loud right now.
No, not with graves at the back. Not in this place.
No. What was it they said right in the way back when we first came here? People don't stay in graves for long.
Well, we also know that the nights have fallen to darkness, and
That's true. I have a feeling them in this house, though.
I'll move onwards to the next room.
Okay, so you move on to the next room. Excuse me. Which will bring us to
Is this Q10?
Q12. You were just in Q10.
Oh, right. Q9 was the mirror of Q7.
Yep. So
Good.
you move down into a very large open room. And you can see that in the middle there's a 20-foot long table with sculpted dragons for legs. And it stands right in the center of this great big room. The chairs that surround the table have backs carved to resemble folded dragon wings, and several of the chairs have been overturned or smashed to pieces. Suspended above the table is a crystal chandelier that glows with a soft white light. Standing in windowed alcoves are two life-size statues depicting knights with dragon-winged helmets and shields. Rainwater trickles through cracks in the ceiling, flowing down the west wall and adding to a large puddle on the floor. 5 sets of wooden doors lead to this hall. The doors in the northeast corner hang open. A pair of leaded glass doors, their panes cracked and broken, stand open between panels of stained glass set into the east wall. These panels depict silver dragons in flight. Beyond the glass door lies a dark, misty room that appears to be a chapel.
Does my detect magic ping anything in this room?
Yes, the chandelier appears to have had the continual light spellcast upon it.
Makes sense.
And it's just
Yeah.
never been dispelled.
But
It is
the
continual after all.
sets of armor are fine.
They don't ping.
I want to move closer and knock one on the head just to make sure.
Mm-hmm. Ding, ding.
Does that work with a scarecrow so very well?
So
Nothing happens as you-
the sets of armor, are they aged? Or do they
Um,
appear to be fairly...
Well,
Wait.
they're statues for a start.
Oh, statues, not actual armor. Right.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. So I misread. Yeah. They're not armor. They're statues.
Okay. So there's the statues in this room.
Mm-hmm.
There's the doors with the glass on them depicting dragons.
So there's doors in the northeast. Those are open. Which is the ones that lead back to the hallway, to the foyer that you came in.
Okay.
There's a pair of leaded glass doors with broken panes.
They lead.
Wait, they're the open doors. Never mind. And then,
So
hang on. No, wait, sorry. So on the east wall, leading through into Q13, there's a pair of leaded glass doors.
Right, so those are the open doors.
Mhm.
Right.
And the panels depict silver dragons, and the room
Gotcha.
beyond is dark and misty.
Right, and then the one on the other side of the room, that's the one that leads to Spider Room.
Yep, so at the bottom, spider room. At the top, where you came in. At the left is back to the foyer. The right is where you haven't been yet.
And then there's the big table in the middle of the
And
room.
there's the big table.
Is there anything on the table?
No.
Nothing on the table.
You
No
get the feeling
tablecloth.
that this place has been pretty well plundered. Anything
Okay.
of value probably has been taken. Well, surface level value has been taken or destroyed.
Plundered is good. Plundered means that all the traps have already been set off.
We'll find out probably the hard way, knowing us.
Knowing us, yes. Right.
Uh,
Why is this other room misty? Let's go find out. I'm going to go up to the doors and just sort of lean in, pushing it open a little more.
I'm going to detect magic inside.
Okay, so this will bring us to... Ooh. Okay. So, cracked wooden pillars support a wooden U-shaped balcony that overhangs this stone-walled chapel. Narrow archways lead to spiral staircases that curl up to the balcony, and a door set into the north wall has a wooden beam barring it. At the east end of the chapel rests a stone altar flanked by iron candelabras. The altar is carved with a rising sun relief. Tall, arching windows set with panels of stained glass decorate the walls behind the altar. One of the windows has been shattered, covering the chapel floor with shards of coloured glass and allowing thick fog to enter this room. Through the fog, you see 3 armoured figures kneeling before the altar.
They ping.
What does detect magic pick up?
Anything magic. Hold up, let me check. I'll get up.
You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. You see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And you can learn its school of magic if any.
Yeah, so that's like, it would see a golem, but it might not see like a skeleton.
Okay, yeah, it does not ping on the figures you see.
And because it just worked with the statues.
Before you do that, I would like to divine sense again.
Okay, so
I think that lasts. Does it last time? No, it doesn't.
So as Rahal walks forward, ready to turn ding ding on the heads of these statues. Volgus, you divine sense, and these 3 are undead.
Rahal, they're alive, or rather, they're undead.
I stop halfway.
Yeah.
like very close to them already, but not yet ding ding.
Mm-hmm.
Do they move? Yeah.
As you walk forwards and Volga says, Rahal, they're alive or undead, you freeze in place. And the figure in the middle, its head
Fuck.
turns around to look at you.
And I moonbeam instinctively.
Okay.
I'm going to yell out, Rahal! And then
It lets out an unholy scream from somewhere deep within it. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yay.
oh, Jiminy Crickets on a biscuit.
So much for being alert.
Hey, you weren't surprised from this at the very least.
No, it's, yeah.
Surprising, but not surprised.
I need some papier. I have some papier.
I rolled really well.
I didn't.
I did not either.
I'm moonbeaming at 2nd level because I didn't really have time to think higher.
I did not.
Really?
What?
Was that the room?
Yeah.
Was the room.
How? How does that come up?
Alright, 25 to 20.
23.
23.
I got a 19 on the dice.
Okay. 20 to 15.
No.
15 to 10.
13.
13.
Oh wait, I messed up because I forgot to roll for Piddlywick,
Oh yeah.
and he got 19.
Oh, go Piddlewick. What's your dex, Rahul?
Hold on. 14 plus 2.
Okay. I need you to roll a d20 for me. Just tell me what number you get.
Ha, natural 20.
Same here, we gotta roll again.
Seriously?
Seriously.
And a 7.
4. Okay, you go first.
Yay.
Okay, so that was 10 to 15. 10 to 5?
5.
8.
Hey, Meryl. And then Kerchak. Okay, so top of the round, Davlan.
Alright, so these three figures. One second, let me just turn the music down a sec. So these three figures, are they all dressed the same?
They're all wearing tattered chainmail, and they all appear to be holding long swords.
And is there one of them that is closer to Rahal than the others?
Yeah, they were sort of in a V shape in
All right.
prayer, and so Rahal's closest to the middle one.
Okay, so I'm going to move up to sort of just in front of Rahal, and then I am going to channel my divinity to cause Nature's Wrath
Oh, okay.
and entangle the lead one in spectral vines. You can make a strength or a dexterity saving throw, your choice,
Okay.
or be restrained for a minute.
Strength saving throw. 23.
All right, yeah, you make that.
Strong boys.
Strong boy. Yeah.
Okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
That's your turn? Okay. So this creature, Rahal, turns around and glares at you, and you watch as he rears up two hands on his long sword as he brings it down upon you.
I gotta hit him.
Sentinel.
You went. You were back from Rahal, though. You went.
No, I said I moved up to just in
Okay.
front of Rahal. Yeah,
Okay.
to be like, I am your shield, Reinhardt style.
Okay. So you use your reaction to hit him.
Yeah. Oh dear, that's not very good. 18.
18 hits.
Okay, I'm gonna burn a level 1 smite on this.
Okay.
And it's undead, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 2d8 for that, plus 3d8, because like that, so that's 5d8. Okay, 10. Oh, jeez. It's been a while. I can't do maths. 25, 26. 26 plus. I didn't write that down. Oh, God. The 26 plus 6 is 32? 32.
Yes, 32.
Yeah.
Okay.
32 points of pure, unabashed radiant damage.
Nice.
As I swing the blade into their gut as they go to strike Rahal.
Cool. They're still here.
Yeah. Tried.
The thought is appreciated.
I have a lot of dice to roll when fighting undead.
Okay, so the first one is a it's a 21.
Yeah.
And the second hit's a 10.
No.
So the first one hits. Let me get my d10s. You take 20 points of slashing damage
Nice.
from his 2 attacks, and he roars at you as he brings down this this long sword. We assume it's a guy. With these 2 strikes upon you. Which will bring us to Piddlewick.
Are these things, are they made of flesh or are they made of stone?
They are what appears to be like desiccated corpses.
I have a technical question.
Uh-huh.
Do sleeping darts work on undead? It doesn't seem like they would.
No, unfortunately not.
Most undead are immune to the incapacitated.
Yeah, that's sort of what it
And
seemed like.
status effect.
And you'd know that.
Yeah.
You've fought undead before.
I think he's gonna shoot whatever one is closest to Rahal with a dart.
Okay, yeah.
And that is 15.
Is that 15 to hit?
Mm-hmm.
15 hits.
Okay. And then 1d4 plus 7. Well, 2 plus 7 is 9.
9. Okay. Okay, so Rahal, this guy has just hit you, and you watch as the tiny dart, like, you hear him as this dart hits him.
The moonbeam's still coming down.
Oh shit, you cast Moonbeam, didn't you, right at the start? Sorry about that. He needs to make a save then, because he's in
I was
it.
sure if maybe that I wouldn't count.
No,
but-
no, sorry, I just completely, So it's a dex save, right?
Constitution
Con
save.
14?
It's
It's a fail, right?
I think so, but I'm just checking. Yes.
Alright.
He takes 11 of radiant damage.
Very nice. Okay.
Technically, he would then on his turn also take the damage again, unless he moves out. But I mean,
Well, it hasn't been your turn in combat yet. It hasn't been back around. He's just started his turn in it. Like, last
Yeah.
turn before Piddlewick. But no, you cast it before combat started, so you
Yeah,
continue
that's
to make
what-
it. Yep, sorry.
no, it's fine. I wasn't quite sure how you're gonna.
That is a 23 to save, though, on that one.
That saves, and it's 13 reduced to 6, so
Six.
simply rounding down.
Yeah. Alright, okay, so we've got that figured. However, Revenant 3, spoilers of Revenants, I just spoiled myself. He'll need to make 2 because you cast it upon him because they're all kind of close. And
Yeah.
he's starting his turn, so 2 saves. 17 on one, 8 on the other.
17 makes it. 8 does
17
not.
makes it.
Is that the 13 again, reduced to 6, or?
taking it off the wrong guy. No. Okay, so what was both damage on that? What was the first damage? That was the 6.
The first roll was an 11, and the second roll was a 13. I don't know who saved and what.
Let's pull. I got it. Okay, so he's started his turn in there, but he is gonna step forward and he's going to hit Davalan twice with his longsword. He'll lurch forward and lunge at him. Nat 20, boop boop boop. And the other is a 21.
Oh, just hits.
So they both hit. One is a crit. So let me just... So we're rolling the crit first. That is 20 points of slashing damage
Okay.
on the first one, and on the second hit, because he hit. Okay. Ooh. 26 on the second.
So that's 46 altogether, right?
46 altogether.
Alrighty.
2 11s the second time. Yikes. Okay, so that's his turn. Which brings us to Rahal.
How bad a hit was that on Davalan?
I am not half health yet.
Not half health yet. Okay.
I am on 66 out of 112.
You've got more than I ever had.
I'm a strong boy.
Strong boy.
Swole boy.
Can I move the moonbeam? I'm assuming a couple stepped out of it?
No, they stayed in it.
They still... Okay, then I'll leave it there. I'm gonna turn Polar Bear and attack.
Oh, nice.
So, are all 3 of them in it, or just 2?
All 3 of them are in it.
And if I attack them through it, would I take damage? How does that work again?
If you can stand on the edge of it and hit them,
Yeah.
you won't
It's
take
only if
them.
you start your turn in it.
Yeah, or enter it.
Or enter it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stand in
Then-
it fully rather than just. Bleh.
Cool. Yeah, Polar Bear it is.
All right, rawr.
And multi-attack. First one is a natural 1.
Oh,
Second was a rolled 3. Jesus Christ, 10.
okay.
mind.
Unfortunately, those don't hit.
Yeah.
But you are now a very big scary bear.
Wait.
Okay. And is that everything for your turn?
Yeah.
All right. So
Moonbeam
the
still stays up.
final revenant is going to
Take moonbeam
roll his
damage.
saves. Oops. Goodbye, dice. That's nat 20 on the first one.
That is 15 reduced to 7 then.
Okay. 15 reduced to 7. And the other save for the very first was 14, which is a fail. So, God, maths is difficult. Okay, but he's gonna stand up from his kneeling praying position, and he's gonna attack you, Rahal, because you're closest to him. Even though you are a big scary bear. So we've got a 19 and a 16 to hit.
Both hit.
Okay. I'll just roll all your damage at once. So the first two, that's the first strike is 20 slashing damage.
Jesus.
And the second is... It's 9 plus 12. 21.
21.
Plus 4, 25.
I'm out of Polar Bear again.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, they only have 42 hit points.
Wow, that's bad.
Okay, so he delivers 2 mighty blows to you with both hands upon the longsword, and you see how You see that this thing is a long dead corpse, but it's moving and acting as if it was an alive man.
Are they speaking or breathing or?
They are.
Are they like, stop, fool?
No, they seem to be blinded by rage. You hear battle cries coming from them. And they do appear to be breathing. And they seem, as they attack, you know, they breathe heavily and they seem to be labored as they're doing so. Meryl, you're up.
For my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on whichever one is attacking Rahal.
2 of them are right now.
Then I'll just do the one that's closest to me and
Okay.
also attacking her. So I have the clearest shot.
Yep.
And then I forget with my longbow, do I get 3 or 2?
2.
2.
Okay. Then I will shoot at it twice.
Nice.
That's both 11s. Probably not gonna do it, huh?
11 total?
Yeah.
Unfortunately not, no.
Oh well.
You lose 2 arrows and they're deftly deflected by the guy, who returns his focus back to Rahal. Kerchak. I mean Vin Diesel.
How far away from the action am I currently?
It depends. Did you go into the chapel with everybody?
I mean, I would probably follow him behind, but I never explicitly said. So.
You're about 30 feet away. We'll say that you came into the entrance to see what they were up to.
Well, I have 40 feet of movement, so I can get in.
Nice.
I'll bonus action rage, whip out the great axe, and lay into whichever's seemingly doing the most damage to my friends.
Okay, I would say it's probably the one in the middle. The one that is right up in Rahal's face.
I'll go straight for that one then.
Okay.
Reckless Great Weapon Master, because why not?
Wait, you can't get to that guy. Sorry,
Ah,
because Rahal's
I'll go
stood in front
whichever
of
one I
him,
can get to
and
then.
she's got a revenant on the other side too.
Okay, so for
One's on the other side of her, so yeah.
okay, so the first attack's gonna be 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait, no, and then minus the
Minus the
Great Weapon Master.
5. Is it 5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
21.
So 21.
Yeah. Easy.
Cool. So that's gonna be, where's my d12s? So that's 10, 12. 17 points for the first one.
17. Yikes.
And same again for the second one, Reckless Great Weapon Master. That's going to be minus the 5. That's going to be an 18.
Yep.
Cool. And that's going to be 14 points for that one.
Nice. Good job. So you let loose some really heavy blows and you feel his body sort of buckle beneath them. It still looks healthy, quotes, as healthy as an undead person might be, but it's big hits. Okay, so we're back up to Davalan.
Alright, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself to make my AC 23. And then I'm gonna swing twice into the one that is the one that looks like the lead one.
Okay, yep, the one in the middle.
Yeah, the one that was striking Rahal. The one that I hit before. So, first hit is a natural 1. And the second hit is a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to put a level 2 smite into this one.
Okay. Go
So
ahead.
I need to get some more d8s.
Get your d8s.
So that's 68 double to 12 d8. So I need 12 d8. Or should I just do 68 and double it?
For ease, just do that.
Okay. I just need one more d8 then.
Also, I just realised I didn't add the damage for Grow Up Master. I just deducted it.
Jamie.
So that's an extra 20.
An extra 20.
Maybe.
2 double def. And then 3. Yeah, that's right. Wait, yeah. Yeah. Oof. Right. 10, 20, 32 doubled to 64
64.
plus 8
64 plus 8.
is
70.
50. Oh, wait, no, yeah, 72. I can count. 72 points of pure radiant damage.
Okay, yeah. You. Like, you're a nuclear bomb has gone off with this hit. And the whole room is briefly lit up with a very bright light flash. Because it's already lit up by a very, very bright moonbeam right now.
And my sword.
And your sword. But the creature is still standing.
Jesus, Jiminy Crickets, I've done so much damage to this guy.
So, Lydia, I need you to roll moonbeam damage because he's in the moonbeam at the start of his turn.
There's one really good die and the other one me. 11.
Okay, he made the save.
So reduced to 5.
5. Hang on. Okay. Woo, boy, is there. He's still clinging on to life. But he is going to turn and hit Davalan in return for that mighty blow.
A mighty blow.
So that is a 22.
That misses.
Oh, you got Shield of Faith, don't you? Okay, and the other will not hit then. That was below that.
Can't touch this. Bam,
Okay, so
No.
that's his turn.
Can't touch this.
Piddlewick.
Piddlewick's gonna shoot a dart again.
Yeah, do it, Piddlewick.
And level 14.
A 14?
Yeah.
Hits.
Nice.
Oh, these are terrible armor.
Oops.
They're in tattered chain. It's like ancient.
Hey, look.
2 plus 7 is 9 again.
9. Woo!
He's a big boy.
He's a strong boy. Okay, this creature is barely holding itself together. Like, you can see that its flesh is just sort of ripping and hanging off, and there's huge bits of exposed bone, and its arms are like loose, almost as if they're out of its sockets, down by its side, like at front of it. Okay, which will bring us to the other Revenant, which is going to
Moonbeam save.
Moonbeam save. Fail.
12 damage.
12. Nice. Okay, it is still going to unfortunately continue its assault upon Rahal.
Might die.
Don't die.
Oh, is it next to me?
No,
Oh,
it's to the other side of Rahal.
oh. Can I
that's-
not like?
No. That's an 18.
That does not hit because I didn't have my shield up.
So it doesn't hit.
No, sorry, that does hit because I'm fairly sure I didn't have my shield up just being punched in the face coming out of polar bear form.
Okay, so that
So-
one hits. 17. What's
Seven.
your AC?
16 plus 2, so yeah, 16. Both hit.
Okay.
The Lord is my shepherd.
Okay, so first hit is 15 slashing.
Okay.
And second hit is 18 slashing.
Still alive! Woo! But barely! Woo! With 5 hit points.
Alright.
Why can't they do my necrotic damage?
Alright, as that, Rahal, you're up.
I am going to disengage as an action
Okay.
and fuck off. hiding heroically behind Kerchak. Or, you know, all of them, really.
It's a valid tactic.
Yeah. Davilan's still doing alright.
I haven't been hit since the first strikes.
Cool. Nah, and I'm keeping the spell. You know. Oh, I should have made con saves as well for the fucking moonbeam.
Yes.
How many at this point? Never mind, I rolled a 2 and a 4, it's gone.
Oh, okay, Moonbeam is gone.
Moonbeam's gone.
Alright. Anything else
Just
you
an
want to do?
X moonbeam.
For like bonus action, you got like healing word or anything?
I do, but it won't do anything. I'm on 5. If it hits, it hits.
Gotcha.
I roll for an action.
Alright, so
And I
it's...
hope I'm out of the blast zone.
Gotcha. So it's the turn of the Revenant that is in front of Davilan.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna turn around and try and attack you.
Mm-hmm.
We have a 23,
That is my AC.
so that hits,
Mhm.
and a 7.
No.
So that's 1 hit. $27 slashing damage.
Okay. I'm on 29 left.
You're on 29 left?
Yeah,
Oh shit. Okay.
out of 112. I've been
Oh,
hit
shit.
3 times. Concentration check. I I'm fine.
What are you concentrating on?
Shield of Faith.
Oh, Shield of Faith. Gotcha.
Yeah. I
right.
got a 21.
So that creature's gonna stand there and at you. Meryl, you're up.
When Rahal dashes by me, I'm gonna grab her arm and cast Cure Wounds. And let's see what I can manage to do with that. D8. Oh, can I cast it as a second spell level?
Mhm.
Yeah, you can cast it at whatever spell level you like.
It does an additional D8 if you cast it at 2nd level.
Okay, hang on. We're gonna do this. 1d8 plus my spell casting ability is oh boy.
Should
I
be your
promise
wisdom
I'm good at-
as a ranger.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Oh yeah, 0. Okay, I'll do my best.
You get 2D8 because it's 2nd level.
Yeah, 2d8 for 2nd level.
7.
Thank you.
Boof. You feel some loving, healing energy come from Meryl.
You got that love and feeling.
Okay.
That love and feeling.
Would you like to do anything else, Meryl?
That was my one action.
Okay, you got a bonus or anything? Because the guy, you can move your hunter's mark, because the guy that you put it on died.
Wait, is dead?
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying
No,
attention.
no, he isn't dead. Nope. Never mind. Scratch that.
Okay, I thought he was alive.
Sorry.
Yeah, just stay hunter's mark on that one.
Okay. Alright, Kerchak, hiding spot, you're up.
So how many are actually there at the minute? There's
3.
And you're saying some look a bit raggedy?
Yeah, so there's 2 in front of you right now. So imagine you're staring forwards. There's one directly in front of you and one to your left.
Right, it's great. I'll just go for the one in front of me. But again, Reckless Great Weapon Master.
Okay. Wait, you're reckless?
Yeah.
Good to know.
The barbarian.
I haven't been hit at all this fight so far, so I feel like I can suffer one round of it.
Yep.
So that's going to be 17 on the first one.
17 hits.
Cool. Where did I put my D12? There. So that's going to be 21 points of damage on the first one.
Oh,
That is including the Great Weapon Master, I'm remembering.
Yep.
And then the second hit, I might as well just do on the same one. And that's going to be a crit.
Oh.
So with being a half-orc, I get an extra damage die on that as well.
Remember not to double that one, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't double that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
44.
Hey,
Because Great Weapon
Jack.
Master. Yeah.
how do you want to kill this guy?
Oh, I like to just on the momentum of the second from the first swing, just follow it round and just pirouette, far too majestically for what I'm usually doing. It's quite pretty and pristine, and then all of a sudden just cleave it in twain.
Very nice. It's a beautiful maneuver. It's stunning. You could almost see it in a ballet if it weren't for the cleaving in twain of the creature in front of you, as very dusty viscera and dried goop splatters.
Lovely.
Love a nice bit of goop.
And because I reduced a creature to 0 hit points on a Great Weapon Master, I'd like to do one again as a bonus.
Oh shit! Go ahead.
The lesser used part of Great Weapon Master.
And that's going to be a 17 on the dice.
That will hit.
So that will be a 20 with the reduction.
That will hit.
And that's 18 on that one.
How do you want to kill that guy?
Just kind of collect myself from the pirouette and then just realize there's another one there and just kind of like backhand it.
Okay. So you do this beautiful pirouette, you cleave this thing in two, then you're like, damn, that was good. Oh wait, bap, and just kill the other guy. You just bonk it on the head. And it crumbles to the ground, lifeless.
The best hiding places are the ones that kill people. You're all welcome.
Jamie, 2018.
Yeah.
Okay, which will bring us to Davilan. There is one revenant left.
And it's the one that's really injured, right?
Nope.
No?
Nope. This is the one that's right in front of you, directly in front of you. If you're facing forward.
not the main one. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Sorry,
You
my
were stood
position.
to the left. Jamie was stood to the right of the main guy.
Right. I thought Jamie was like 10 feet behind me.
Nope.
Oh, right. I'm way out of whack on where I thought where I thought people were. Okay, that's fine. There's only one left anyway. So I'm just going to swing twice at this one.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. So the first one is 20 to hit, not natural. And the second one is 24 to hit.
Yep, they both hit.
So I'm going to put a first level smite into both of these. Which is, the first one is 10, 18 plus 8 is 26 on the first one. And the second one is a lot more. 14. Sorry, maths is not my forte today, apparently. 22. 22 plus 9 is 31 plus 8.
39.
39. 39 on the second.
Nice.
Of radiant damage.
Okay, so you again hit this thing. It does a decent chunk of damage, but this thing looks pretty good still. Piddlewick's up.
Piddlewick's gonna shoot the one remaining dude.
Yeah, get him, Piddlewick.
No, 11?
No, unfortunately, no, that misses. So you little dart, but it just swings wide. He's trying not to hit Davalan and misses. Rahal.
How bad is Avalon this time?
I'm on 29 out of 112.
Yeah, I'm gonna cure you. No, fuck, I have to touch you for that.
Yeah, but if they try and swing at you, I gotta hit them.
Okay, I run forward.
Mm-hmm.
You better bring me back if that kills me! And swat him at the back of the head with a level 4 cure wounds.
Whoa!
Ooh. God. Somebody likes me. Someone's
Do you want
forgiven
to take
me.
it back? You have a chance. I'm letting you have a do-over.
You can redirect it. Just redirect it.
Redirect it. Kerchak hasn't been hurt yet.
Oh.
Wait, how is Mixwell?
I'm perfectly fine. I have not taken a single hit.
God damn it.
It's just you and me, buddy. We're the only ones.
Well,
that-
I mean, the dice are avenging the situation because I rolled 2 ones
Yeah. It's fine.
It's
and
what
8
you
and a
deserve.
5, so
Not what I deserve at all.
20 hit points.
20 hit points. By golly gee, that just might save my life.
I have so many regrets about letting you live now, Lydia.
What?
Huh?
How is it my fault?
You healed Davalan. Alright. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
Don't you love how the DM is so impartial?
I'm so impartial, and the most impartial.
Sorry? I don't think I can use the bonus action spell, right?
No, unless it's a cantrip.
Nah, then I just... If I still have movement, I run back, but...
Okay, let's say you could get like 5-10 feet back. Okay, which will now bring us to that Revenant's turn, and he is going to continue his assault upon Davalan McElvenface.
That's me.
$23,
Yeah.
21.
Miss.
Woof. 22 slashing.
Okay. And I passed the saving throw.
Oh, for concentration. Shield of Faith.
Yes.
Gotcha. Alright, that's that thing's turn.
So I am on 27 now.
Alright, okay, Meryl.
So I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to the one remaining.
Yep.
And I am gonna try to shoot a couple of arrows at it.
Do it.
Make sure I have the right character sheet pulled up. Boop, boop. There we go. Thank you. Finally. 22 and 24.
Oh, dang.
And then
Meryl kill. Meryl kill. Meryl kill.
Okay. And then we're gonna do this plus. Oops. Wait. I think I have to do this with actual dice because I won't be able to get the math right. Okay. Yeah.
You can just click on roll 20 here. You can click where it says longbow. If you click that, it'll roll you damage dice.
Oh, we'll do the damage dice too?
Yeah, you know in the chat where it shows your dice results. If you
Oh.
hover over.
And then I add 6 to that. Okay, so 12
Plus 6. Oh!
plus. Boop. Boop. Okay, so that's 18 and 16.
18 and 16. Dang.
Respectable.
Ah, finally.
Okay, so 2 very good shots just poof, poof, into this thing's chest, and it reels back for a minute before it regains posture and growls in Davalan's face. Which will bring us now to Kerchak.
I feel like it's just gonna be the same again. I'm gonna attempt to Great Weapon Master Reckless
Do it.
because I can.
Do it.
Well, it's a 19 on the dice.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So the first one's gonna be. Oh, that's max damage on that. So that's 12 plus 5 plus 2. So.
19
19. Wow, brains.
plus 10.
Oh yeah, plus 10, so 29. And then the second one's going to be... the second one's going to be a miss because that was a 2 and a 3 on the dice.
No. What?
What?
Okay,
A
this
rarity
thing.
indeed.
This thing's looking pretty rough. Which brings us to Davalan.
I'm gonna hit it
Hit it.
in the face with a sword. It's 19 on the dice on the first hit, and 15 on the dice on the second.
Mm-hmm.
So both hit. I'm just gonna hit it. No smites. Oh, we should smite. Or smote. What's the plural of smite?
I don't know.
6 plus 8 on the first one, so that is 14.
14.
And on the second one, that's better. 14 plus 8 is 22.
Okay, so Davalan, how do you want to kill this guy?
I'm just gonna plunge the blade up through its rib cage into its sternum area and just push it down to the ground and just pull it out.
Okay.
Searing hot.
And it does
Blade.
it does the thing where you push the blade into its chest and it drops the sword and grabs it and goes down onto its knees.
Oh, does it burn its hands off as well? 'Cause
Oh, and you see his hands burning, yeah. As he just drops to the ground, lifeless. And as the final body hits the floor, you hear
Is that the same voice I heard earlier?
no.
Wow.
It sounds like one last like a death, the final breath being released.
I'm samurai style flick the sword to the side to get the blood off it.
It's
But
a
instead of doing that, I just turn it off. I flick it to the side and turn it off as I do.
Okay.
I'm right. I don't know why I'm saying I turn it off like it's got a light switch on it.
Ting, ting, ting. It's a
I have to
lightsaber.
say command words to turn it off. I want to go investigate this altar that they were praying at,
All right. Okay.
as it is seemingly the altar of my old friend Lathander.
Yes, being a paladin of the Morning Lord, you don't need to. Well, of Lathander, you don't need to make this check to check to know that this is an altar to the Morning Lord, to Lathander.
Yeah, has it been desecrated in any manner? Dehallowed?
No.
Well, does it just look like a dilapidated but normal?
Yeah, you get the feeling that even though the rest of this place has been plundered and destroyed, this place is pretty still intact. I mean, obviously, like the candlesticks have gone from the altar, and any sort of any ornamental bowls or anything like that, or chalices have gone. But it's not been destroyed to the level as the rest of the place has.
Can I have a look around, see if there's any like secret passageways or hidden riddles and switches?
Yeah, okay, so you can see that there is a door here with a wooden bar on it, like a rudimentary lock.
Mm-hmm.
And the bar is down. And that leads out towards where you know the cemetery to be.
Okay.
You can see on either side of this room are 2 doors.
Like, just a single door?
And if you look up, you can see that there's a balcony.
Right. Well, I'll turn around and go. The knights? Or what was left of them, I assume.
It stands to reason.
I've healed myself up a little bit in the meantime.
Okay.
Does anyone else need to?
I will heal myself a bit. I'll give myself 20 hit points.
I'm high-fiving Piddlewick.
But from the chapel, you can actually see out into the cemetery now, and you can see it more clearly. You see that there are there's a tall fence made of what looks like wrought iron outside, and it encloses the entire place. And there are a number of graves here, but they seem very old and overgrown. And in the northeast corner, there's a mausoleum.
Worth having a look.
It is, even if we just look at the normal graves. Usually they tell quite a story.
There's also a top floor, isn't there?
There is. Should we look up there first before we go outside?
Possibly.
There's also a... Oh, right. Sorry, I thought you meant the balcony in here. Not the second story of the house.
No, I meant the second story. But I didn't realize there was a balcony in here as well.
Yes, there's a balcony in here. Sorry.
I guess I'll have a look up there.
Alright.
I'll try and put Dispel Magic on again. Detect Magic, but this time as a ritual.
Alright. You don't detect any magic in this area right now. And you head up to the balcony.
And look for any written pieces of information on these specific knights as well, and what they are, what they were, because ow.
Okay, so the staircase is quite claustrophobic. It's not very wide, and it's a tight spiral. It leads you up to this balcony. To get to this balcony, you go through one of the two closed doors, not the one with the wooden bar. But you get to the balcony, and you see this wooden balcony overhangs the mansion's chapel. An exquisitely carved wooden throne rests at the west end between two doors, and narrow archways lead to spiral staircases going up and down. Hanging from the high ceiling is another iron chandelier with candle holders shaped like tiny silver dragons.
I were in a Mario steal them.
But you're not.
No, don't care about them. More silver dragons up here. Nothing else.
No bodies or ancient treasure chests or anything like that.
Are there any ancient treasure chests, Susie?
Nope, no bodies, no ancient treasure chests. Just a wooden throne, two doors, and more stairs.
I sit down on the throne. Rest a little.
Okay.
Are there stairs? Wait, you say more stairs going? Are they going up?
Yes, up and down. So the stairs that Namara used to come up, and there's a set that goes even further up.
Oh, I'll go up.
Okay.
There's a bell ringer up there and a series of gargoyles. Yeah, the fire.
No, this is not Frollo's house. You stop that.
Also, Frollo sang that downstairs. It was the counterpart, the first one that was.
Oh yeah, but
that was.
It's obvious that Kerchak is Frollo.
No.
What?
Kerchak is definitely
so far away from Frollo.
I'm indifferent to everything.
Volgus was Frollo. Let's be real.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, let's be real.
Mm.
I swear
okay, so you head up the staircase, and it goes and spirals for quite some time.
I'm dizzy.
It leads you to a small, empty room with a window that looks down upon the chapel. There's nothing in here.
I'm dizzy and disappointed.
Nothing at all up there?
Nope. Window to the chapel, and that's it.
Is there anything on the floor in the chapel that you might see only from up there?
Nope.
Perkins, what's the point of all these rooms?
To waste everybody's time.
Right. Come on down. We'll head into that cemetery.
Yay! I mean, okay.
Yay, tomb robbing.
Tomb raiding. Let's call me Daverland Croft. Doesn't have two pistols anymore.
I can see
They rebooted it. Sucks.
Anyway, you're heading out to the cemetery. You're lifting the wooden bar on the door and going out to the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Meryl and Kerchak, what are you two up to? Are you just following along, or?
Yeah, I was about to say I'll follow along outside and have a nosy around the graves and things. Probably check out and see how far I can see and what everything's like, just in case there's any more shambling dead people.
Gotcha. Marissa, you are muted though.
I immediately muted myself right after unmuting myself. Yeah, I'm just gonna follow along at a safe distance.
Okay. At a safe distance. Okay, so you step out into the cemetery and it's outside, so it's fog shrouded and it's cold and it's damp and it's miserable. But you make your way out towards the graves. As you do, you feel like someone or something is watching you. Looking up, you spot a well-dressed man with a thick mane of thistledown hair observing you from a high tower window. He draws the curtain and disappears from view.
Well,
I guess we are going to look upstairs after all.
Are there any like pebbles or like tiny stones on the ground?
Yeah.
I'd like to try and ping one at the window, like romantic comedy style.
Sound of Music style.
Okay, roll a athletics check because it's quite high up.
Okay. Okay, so that's an 18 with a +8.
Okay, yeah. You throw the stone so hard that it breaks the window. You just hear
I just waiting to see if anyone's actually going to pop out again.
There's no acknowledgement of the sound.
should we head up right away before we can summon more of these things? I don't know how it works.
I don't know.
I would like you all to roll me a perception check. Now you're out here amongst the graves.
27.
8.
Natural 20.
20, not natural.
So, Meryl, Rahal, Davilan, you notice that some of these graves look disturbed. And it looks like, Meryl, you've seen this before. This wasn't grave robbers. This was something busting out of the grave.
Something woke up.
How many of them are disturbed?
5.
Just like the band. So, I'm assuming that 3 of them were the ones we fought in there, which leaves 2 more.
Left.
Unless there's a 6th in the mausoleum.
Well, let's go find out. I start walking over to the mausoleum.
All right. So you see a tarnished silver-plated gargoyles shaped like dragon wormlings clinging to the stone-tiled roof of this mausoleum. An 8-foot-tall, 4-foot-wide white marble door set into the southwest wall is engraved with a name: Argynvostholt.
Big door.
Dragon?
Probably pretty heavy.
Does it look like the door has been disturbed in any way, or?
It does not.
Well, he can't be buried here if Strahd took him.
Unless we were wrong and that Argynvostholt is not the dragon.
Who knows, really?
I'm gonna
Do the
check.
doors look openable?
Yeah.
I was about to say, would Kerchak check for traps before trying the door? Probably not.
No.
Can I try the door, please?
Yes, a strength check, please.
It's very polite. Let's try the door, please. Of course. Strength check, please.
That's 16.
You're very
16.
welcome.
Ooh, just enough. It takes everything you've got, Kerchak, but you manage to slide this gigantic marble slab to the side enough to squeeze through. And you see that the interior of the mausoleum is dark and dusty. You see 4 empty alcoves with raised floors. Etched into the far wall is a verse written in Draconic.
Do I speak Draconic? Yes! What does it say?
Okay, Davilan, you can see that it says, "Here lie the bones and treasures of Argynvostholt, Lord of Argynvostholt, and founder of the Order of the Silver Dragon."
Supposedly this is where the treasure lies, so Hopefully something in here can help us out.
So what you're saying is, grab everything that's useful.
You
That's
know,
what I heard.
There's a guy upstairs.
There is.
Oh yeah, there's that.
We'll go speak to him soon.
This place is empty.
Oh, it's empty.
Ah.
Damn. Damn.
4 empty alcoves.
Oh yeah.
Check around. Any secret doors? Any hidden trapdoors?
Roll an
any...
investigation check.
Oh no. 15.
You don't detect any.
I don't detect any. Wait, that's more than 15. 16.
You don't detect any.
You made me roll a check though, so that means there must be something here.
It's at this point when Kerchak remembers that there's a baby in the house and runs inside.
Okay.
Right.
Magic? Detect magic?
Yeah.
You don't detect anything.
I'm sticking with my theory. Strahd took him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so Kerchak,
I-
you're
I-
running back to the baby.
I cast Wish using my Ring of Free Wishes.
I've got that.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Guess which finger gun wears it on? You
Pinky.
know.
It's meant for a
It's a
human.
gun. Come on. So, Kerchak, you run back to the foyer.
Mm-hmm.
To where you left the baby. It's still there.
Okay, good. Are the goats still there?
Yes.
Okay,
Is the
good.
baby alive?
Yes.
Are the goats alive?
The baby is asleep. The goats are sat down.
I follow Kerchak because I'm thinking he's going after the guy, and then I realize he's going after the baby. I'm like, oh, right.
Oh.
Oh,
And
the
then I
thing.
walk upstairs.
So maternal, Rahal.
Have you met me?
Gonna say, I don't think that's Rahal saying that.
No, that's me. That's Lydia through and through.
Alright, okay, so where to next?
Upstairs.
Alright, so back into the foyer. Up the big staircase.
I follow as well.
Okay. So that will
I'm going to go, yeah, following upstairs.
Okay. So, 2 stone balconies flank the main foyer. Statues carved to resemble knights in shining armor support their elegantly carved stone railings. Weapons and shields festoon the walls along each of these walkways, while alabaster busts of handsome men flank hallways that lead north and south away from the foyer. At the west end of each balcony is an archway that leads to a spiral staircase going up. They really want you to know that this guy was hot, by the way. The amount of times it says handsome in here.
I'll
Also,
make a
dragons,
happy
this-
and I'll give one of the statues a little smooch.
Okay, so when I said statues, I meant, more like statuettes. They're not very big, they're like banisters. But still, you give one a little smooch.
Yeah, a little smooch, and it takes up its whole face.
Yep, little. Yeah. Okay.
Just
So,
dragon.
what about all the weapons and shields that were like out and about? Were they the size of the little statuettes, or were they just like mounted on the wall?
They're mounted on the walls, but they are aged and probably useless as combat weapons. You get the idea that they were more decorative anyway in their prime usage.
Fair enough. Which way are we going? Are we going just straight towards where we think that window was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
You know
dues.
we're here.
Yeah. I've not been quiet about it.
Okay.
Never were we when we straight up murdered 3 people.
Yeah.
Is it really murder if they're undead?
I mean, at that point, isn't it just a civil service?
Re-murder.
Any chance you could do that primeval awareness again to see if there's more?
Yes.
Primeval awareness
Sure.
doesn't tell you the amount.
But it would ping if there was still some here, though.
That's true, yeah.
I will use this spell slot and do primeval awareness.
Gotcha. Okay, you take a moment, you cast your spell, and yes, there's still more undead.
More undead.
Right.
Oh, So you're running straight to where the guy was.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So...
I mean, I imagine we're keeping his eyes out on the way,
Yeah,
What?
okay.
just in case he's left and gone into another room.
So, you've gone up the stairs. I don't even know how you get to that place. Good job, Book. You are so clear sometimes. Thank you for all your help.
I can see clearly now.
Okay, so you head up the stairs, and you know that this room that you are viewed from is another level up, but you can't see a way to get there just yet from where you are.
Which part of the house was it in?
It was in where Q9 is,
So it was above Q9.
but it was 2 floors up.
Let's go see if there was a wall to crawl up with those chains.
I was more thinking of a hidden staircase.
Oh,
Hmm.
I want to. Call check. You want to throw Piddlewick up to the window?
I mean, fair, yeah, I can. If you'd like me to throw this mechanical child through a window into
Piddlewick.
unknowns.
Do you want to fly through the window? Susie, does he want to fly through the window?
Sure. He nods with a uh-huh.
Oh, sweet summer child.
Well, okay then.
You know not what you get yourself into.
I'm about to shot put this thing.
Okay, so
Hey.
you're going back outside to shot put him into this window?
Fastball the kid through a window.
Why not?
Make sure you get the right baby.
Roll me a strength check.
One of them's not as bouncy as the other one.
Oh, babies are pretty bouncy.
I've only just realised as well, being a bear totem barbarian, I've got advantage on strength checks, like
Oh,
random
JD.
things that I have been doing, but I've passed most of them.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Most of
Do I
them.
get advantage on throwing a child?
Yes.
No.
Well, it's a strength check.
But yes, it's a strength check, so yes.
Are you
Good, that was
proficient
better.
in child?
He did practice with those other children, so I do feel like
This
He
is
was
true.
doing reps.
there is a precedent.
Do I add proficiency to this?
Are we arguing for proficiency in children?
I mean, if there's a potential we can get this, yes, we are.
Yes, you are proficient in maneuvering children.
Okay, so is it just a flat strength check, or is it athletics?
Strength.
Okay, okay, that's 22.
It sounds like a spell. Proficient in minor relocation.
Okay. With a 1, 2, 3, you sling Piddlewick up as high as you could possibly throw him, and you hear him as he flies through the air going, "Ahoo!" before he smashes through the window and lands face down on the ground.
Nice.
Right.
Okay, Piddlewick, don't forget to let us in.
You hear nothing.
I mean, if anyone else wants to go,
Oh my god, you killed Piddlewick.
wasn't my choice.
There's a couple of beats of the "oh my god, is Piddlewick dead?" before you see a little face stick over the window going and a little hand waving at you.
Ah.
You should have set him up with a rope.
Yeah, it's true.
Hold on.
Wait, I find a rock and I tie some rope to it and I hand the rock to Kerchak just wordlessly.
Okay.
I do that.
Strength check. There's an
Don't
entire
aim for
mansion
Piddlewick.
that you're circumventing.
Does the map have treasure in it?
It's a 24. I could have only done one better.
24. Okay. So Piddlewick is stood there, his little face over the edge, his bright eyes burning, as he watches as this rock comes hurtling towards him And let's see how quick he is at dodging out of the way.
I said not to throw it at the...
Not very.
Oh no! Don't fucking kill my baby
So
with a
Piddlewick
rock.
sort of claps with his little metal hands, attempting to catch it. But he puts them too wide, and it sails straight through his hands and dunk into the middle of his head. And he sort of stumbles backwards. But then he sort of comes straight back and goes, "Eh!"
We should have played catch more. I'm sorry.
Rahal is just standing there with her arms crossed, saying, "This is the point where I should tell you I can fly now, but I really wanted to see how this ends."
What? You can...
I mean, I personally, I prefer this. Not gonna lie.
It was very much worth it.
Hmm.
No.
How high up is this?
It's like 3 floors. Ground level, first, second.
That's 30 feet.
That's 30 feet.
I can Misty step up there as well.
All of this. Piddlewick took a rock to the face.
Oh, look, it's 11 o'clock. What do you know?
Where exactly are we, by the way? And the queue number is like where?
We're in the
You are
cemetery
in
again, right?
Q15. Yeah, you're in the cemetery right now. You had to go
Oh.
back outside to throw back up at the window.
Because we couldn't find the room where he was.
Because you didn't
We
even
didn't
look.
look.
You just
We were like,
I
how
said
does...
I went up there.
Right,
No.
because we couldn't find the staircase to get up to the third
Yeah,
floor.
there is another floor, but there was no obvious
Oh.
staircase.
So we went up there, went, oh, there's no staircase. I don't know. Let's throw a child through a window instead.
Right. I mean, there was one in the chapel, but I didn't clock that.
Well, no,
No,
because
the
you went
chapel
up to the
went
top.
up to just an empty room. It was
Wait,
just
I
one
think I've
small
seen it.
tiny
There was no
room.
other exit from the balcony up in the.
No.
Isn't it Q17? Are they not going up to the third?
Q17.
By the front?
But they're secret doors.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know about them.
You don't know about them.
So
No.
we just
Well, the
investigated
point
that, like-
is that we got the child up there and we have a rope,
Yes.
and apparently 2 people that could have just flown up there. But
Yeah, but that's a second level spell slot. I don't want to waste that.
yeah,
So,
I
But
only have
it's
one wild
fine.
shape left, so.
Piddlewick ties off the rope.
I will climb up the rope.
I will too.
Athletics checks, please.
I'm really good at these.
I'm not.
I'm
if
staying
I fall,
at the
I can
bottom.
turn into an eagle.
I'm getting ready to catch the unfortunate.
Oh, is that a number, Stu? Oh,
A natural one.
And because I'm going second, I rolled a 2. But as I fall, I want to turn into a.
Bear.
I was right behind you too, and I rolled an 11. But can I like check to see if I can catch them, or like
So-
at least not?
I'm going to turn into a bat to keep in with the theme.
okay, so how I was going to do this is Davilan squares up to the rope, postures up, takes a pose, gets on. He manages to pull himself up a tiny bit before he just slips and falls back to the ground. So you made about that.
I'm wearing much heavier armor than I'm used to. I got an extra like 50 pounds of armor on.
So Davilan, you back down into the mud. You don't drop like on your ass or anything. You don't get very far. Rahal, you're like, step aside, idiot. And you begin to climb. And you make it about halfway up and you're feeling pretty confident, but your foot hits like a patch of rainwater, mossy, mildewy, and it just completely throws you off. You slip, and in your panic, you let go of the rope. And in your panic, you're like, ah, quick, poof, and then you bump into a little bat, and you're like, Meryl, you climb that rope, no problem. You just up you get.
I will fly into the room as well while I'm a bat
Mhm.
and sort of stealthy, sneaky in a place like this and recon.
Okay. You fly in next to Piddlewick, who is just kind of like tries to catch you.
Mm.
You stay just out of his reach, I assume. So you find yourself in a room, and you see rich drapes faded by time and neglect hide across the windows of this place, because you remember the guy pulled the curtain shut.
Mhm.
But there's nothing else in here. It's large enough to be like the master bedroom, like the quarters, but there's no furniture in here.
Any,
At all.
like, not even paintings on the wall, nothing at all.
Nothing.
Can I feel the walls to look for like secret rooms and stuff?
You sure can. An investigation check, please.
Can I help with my echolot, seeing if there's
Ooh,
any?
location. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have blind sight. That helps.
16.
Okay. There are no secret doors in here. However, as you're digging around, you see that one of the stones, like the floor in here, because it's like a stone floor, even this high up, is kind of like loose and out of place, slightly. And you see something dull but shiny, like in the corner of it. You gonna grab it?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll grab it.
So you dig in and you see what appears to be a fragment of silver dragon scale.
Oh. I assume I don't know what a dragon is, so I'm just gonna say, Rahal, I found this trash. Take it to one of the guys, I guess.
Rahal's a bat right now.
I'm
Yeah,
dropping
it's-
out of bat shape at this point because
Oh.
no use anyway.
So you dropping out?
Yeah, I think so. Unless
You could just take the scale to one of those guys, or I guess I could throw it at them.
there's no door leaving this place?
Yes, there is a door. Sorry, yes.
Oh.
There is one door.
Oh.
If you just open the door, I'm as a bat, I'm scratching on the door,
Okay, I'll open the door.
and I
Okay.
start fluttering through and checking out the rest of the rooms while you.
Okay, so this door leads you to a room. And you see this room is covered in dust and cobwebs. It's quite a large room. There are 3 narrow windows that slithers of light are coming into, and it illuminates bare oak shelves along the walls and a torn, padded chair lying on its side near a big fireplace. There's a picture above the mantle, but it has been slashed. Its lower half is hanging down below the frame like a torn piece of flesh. An iron door set in the south corner of the west wall hangs on one hinge.
I'm gonna look at hold up the portrait thingy. See if
Okay.
it's the same guy.
The picture shows the mansion in better days, under clear winter skies with snow-capped mountains in the background. The top of the chapel tower glows like a silver beacon.
Okey-dokey. Then I don't know. What's Rahal see?
Oh wait, you've pushed the thing up completely, haven't you? So it like completes the
Yeah.
image.
Yeah.
Okay. As the images, as the edges align, the beacon in the picture flashes with a brilliant silver light, and the spectral form of a huge silver dragon fills the room.
Oh.
And it booms to you in a loud voice that you also hear, Rahal. My skull lies in the fortress of my enemy, displayed in a place of ill omen. Return my skull to its rightful crypt, and my spirit will shine here forever, bringing hope to this dark land. And as that last word hovers in the air, the image of the dragon fades away.
I am not there for this.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
I'll do that for you. Anything else good in the room?
Okay, so as you move around the room having a look, you find that on the floor behind the overturned chair, there's a book. It's titled The Oath Celestial.
I can't read.
You
I'll pick it
cannot.
up.
You see that this book has been partially burned, and its cover has been slashed by a sword.
It's a weird thing to do to a book.
It is a weird thing to do in a book.
She's like, I have to be so far away.
The people are out here stabbing things, you know, reading material all these days.
Very dramatic.
I wonder if they threw it up and then slashed it with a sword. That makes more sense.
It's dramatic, you know. It's extra.
Anyway, I'll pick up the book.
Mm-hmm.
What else do I see? Are there other books?
No. This is the only book in here. This place has been ransacked. Rahal Merrill has a book, and that can only be trouble.
Yeah, I was about to say I was moving on through the next door. Still finding the guy. I don't think I saw that she picked up the book.
Okay.
And I'm sorry. World, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna write it in here as a book. I hope somebody else knows what that means, because I won't.
Okay, so as Rahal sweeps past Meryl, and Meryl picks up the book, Rahal, you exit the room, but Meryl, you hear the soft flapping of wings, but can't discern its origin. A single piece of parchment blows off the top of a bookshelf, spirals lazily in the air, and drops at your feet.
I'll pick it up.
Okay. It appears to be a page with handwritten script on it.
I can't read it.
Can't read it. Yeah. God help us all. God help us all.
At this point, would I have been able to make my way up the rope?
Yeah, for sure.
Please, God. Can we both be up there now?
We'll say with Kerchak's help, Davalan, you get up the rope.
Wait, I'm just picturing it now. Davalan is just a backpack.
Piggyback me in my heavy armor.
Alright, Rahal, so you are checking out the heavy iron door that's open?
Yeah,
On one
the
hinge?
half hanging open one going through.
Mm-hmm. You can see that this, the walls of this room are lined with lead. Emptied chests and shattered vases lie strewn upon the floor, their contents plundered. There is another door out of here, though.
Can I get through that, or is that closed?
Yeah, this other door, it is closed, but it's not locked.
I mean, I'm a bat.
Oh, you are a bat still. That door is shut, so you wouldn't be able to get through it.
I fly back and scratch at Meryl.
I'll follow the bat.
Okay, follow the bat. Open the door, which will lead you out into a long corridor. There is a door immediately to your left. There is a door immediately in front of you. There is a lot of debris on the floor. And you can see that above, a ceiling has collapsed, creating a 20-foot diameter gaping hole with broken rafters bisecting it. Dark storm clouds roll across the sky overhead. The floor is piled with rocks, broken tiles, shattered beams, and other debris. Beneath the rubble is a sagging floor and a huge puddle of rainwater.
I'm just gonna shout, "Hey guy, we're here to help you."
There is no response.
What's happened up here? It took me a while to get up. Really?
Yeah.
We fixed the painting, and I got some stuff, and the dragon said get its head back and put it back.
You got some
That
stuff?
sounds like a...
What stuff?
I'll show him the dragon scale.
This is a dragon scale.
That's cool.
What else did you get? You said stuff as in sounded plural.
Well, here's the thing. I found it. What do I get for it?
Oh, poor Meryl.
Poor Meryl.
She's no, it's poor Meryl. She's so defensive because she can't read.
I'll give you 20 gold for everything you found.
What, for everything?
Not for everything you own, just everything you found.
No, I'm not gonna give you the dragon scale. I'm gonna keep
No,
the
you
dragon.
can keep the dragon scale.
Okay.
You can keep the dragon scale.
I'll give him the stab book and the parchment.
Okay.
And I will hand over 20 gold.
Easiest 20 gold you've ever made. Holy shit.
It's not like there's anything to spend it on in Barovia.
So, Davlan, now you see this book is titled The Oath Celestial. As you leaf through the pages, it reveals it's a devotional text for knights from a place called the Holy Empire of Valentia. Most of the knights who joined Argynvostholt against Strahd came from this empire.
Do I know? Have I heard of that before?
No.
It's not a Forgotten Realms thing.
No. I don't
No.
think so.
It's
a
a
Ravenloft thing.
It's from where Barovia was before it was plucked and put into the demiplanes. Yeah. Okay.
And the page that she hands you appears to be from a journal. Oh Christ, this text is awful. Why did they do this?
They don't give a plain text version of it.
Nope.
Ah, classic.
So, you see written before you in quite a neat hand, but faded obviously with time. My knights have fallen and this land is lost. The armies of my enemy will not be stopped by sword or spell, claw or fang. Today I will die, not avenging those who have fallen, but defending that which I love, this valley, this home, and the ideals of the Order of the Silver Dragon. The evil surrounds me. The time has come to throw off this guise and to show these heathens my true fearsome form. Let it spark terror in their hearts. Let them tell their stories of dark triumph against the protector of the Balinoch Mountains. Let Argynvost be remembered as a dragon of honor and valor. My one regret is that my remains will not lie in their rightful place in the hallowed mausoleum of Argynvostholt. No doubt my bones will be scattered among my enemies like the coins of a plundered horde, trophies of a hard-won victory. I do not fear death. Though my body will die, my spirit will live on. Let it serve as a beacon of light against the darkness. Let it bring hope to a land wrought with despair. Now, to battle.
I guess we were right then.
What
That's
were we
20
right
gold.
about?
Argynvost was a dragon. A silver dragon. Known for their heroics and their staunch defense of us mere mortals. It seems like they were the last hope bastion against Strahd. Said they would shine as a symbol forevermore, though, and I feel like that isn't happening. You said that it told you to bring its head back here.
Yeah, it said the head's in the castle, maybe? And it has to go into the mausoleum.
I feel like that might be a good thing to do. Before or after we kill Strahd, this land will need something to believe in. And I think better a dragon than a lord. Especially if the dragon is dead and can't rule them directly.
You know, we gotta go to the castle anyway, so I don't see... Although, how are we gonna get the skull back here once we're at the castle?
I feel like we won't be pressed for time if we do it after we've killed Strahd.
And I'm huge.
And he is huge.
Okay.
Suppose we could try bring it back earlier if we intend going into the castle earlier.
I mean, I guess if it wants to help us, getting its help first would be good before we take on Strahd.
Every ally is a good ally in my book. Perhaps if we get its spirit back here in in its wholeness, it could tell us some way that we could perhaps defeat Strahd more permanently than it seems like he is at this time.
That's what I think.
Well, that's nice. Finally, some direction. I feel like I've been wandering aimlessly here for ages.
Scratch, scratch, scratch.
Oh, I'm gonna open whatever Rahal is scratching on.
What are you scratching on, Rahal?
Just the next door.
Okay. I mean, there is a hole in the ceiling.
Seriously?
You can look at
Like
that if
20
you want.
foot.
You could fly up and have a little peek.
Oh, is there
Yeah.
another floor above
I
this?
didn't realize that was.
Yeah, it leads to the top of the fortress.
Oh.
I'd fly up.
Okay, so it's about a 20-foot diameter hole, so it's a pretty big hole. There are wooden slats across where the supports were once, and you can see that's where all the rubble's come from, and the rain has long come into here. But as you get to the top, you can see a number of things up here. You see, you're right in the middle too. Okay, so you see a large dragon gargoyle perched atop the little roofy bit. You can see that there is an ancient ballista, rotted by time and weather, standing behind battlements on top. And you see there's quite a few of these, and one of them is just completely destroyed. Just completely wrecked. There's like little turrets, roof turrets, cobwebs hang from them. There's arrow slits in them. And there is another door up here which leads to a tower.
As a bat, could I carry a rope up here? I mean, I would have a rope actually. Never mind. I have an explorer's pack or something like that.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
So I shall return to my human form, find something to tie a rope to, and then let the rope down for the others.
Okay, so you turn back into your human form and you take the rope from your backpack. You move towards the battlements directly opposite the hole and start tying a rope. As you do, you hear the grinding of stone, and it's coming from the dragon gargoyle. And you turn to look, and this thing has shifted, so it's facing you. Its mouth opens, and that's how we'll end the session tonight.
Crap.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun,
Rip.
dun. So yeah,
Rip.
I'm gonna die.
I can't believe Rahal's dead
you
again.
nearly said Namari.
I almost said Namari.
I will take another bargain. I don't care.
Lydia's like bargain, bargain, bargain.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
Dark powers. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in to the return of Fight Club. It has been far too long, and I've missed all of you so much. Except Stu and Jamie, because I see them all the time and I'm sick of them.
I mean, understandable.
Oh,
It-
Stu.
understandable.
Look at the look of betrayal.
He's used to it by now.
Rejection.
Sorry, that's how we feel when Stu forgets that we exist when
Yeah.
he does,
I'm under a lot of pressure,
I think he's only
Jamie.
ever forgotten you,
Oh.
Jamie.
No,
no,
I
no,
forgot
this week.
Susie this week.
Really? Wow.
He was talking about Bike Club too, my show, and he forgot about me.
Don't you forget about me.
Anyway, we'll stop dunking on Stu. But thank you all so much
Will
for
we?
tuning in.
No.
So this will be up on YouTube next week for the public. It'll be up for patrons tomorrow after I get home from work. Is there anything anybody wants to say before we sign off for tonight?
Should I go get Bruce to show people?
Yeah, go get Bruce. Go get the baby.
Yay, Bruce.
Oh, I think the headphones went then.
Bruce.
I promise I won't kill you, Lydia.
I don't think she can. I think she wants you to kill her more. Then she gets more stuff.
Look at the baby!
Oh, I did him live. I want.
He's such a cute baby boy. Oh no!
Talkative.
He is.
Yeah, he's very talkative and he's very squishy. Ishmael Oswald really wants to play with him, but they have to stay separate for now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so
But
cute.
nobody. So if anybody wants this kitten, he's looking for a home. He can't go to England. You gotta be in Oregon.
Oh, he's so chatty. Okay, and then that final word from Bruce, we're going to sign off for tonight. But thank you all so much for joining us. We will catch you next time for Bike Club. Bye-bye.
I actually just waved.
Nice.